Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a bidding problem. To follow along with this bidding video, you don't need to know a particular system. Our primary focus is going to be how high are we going to go and which denomination are we going to place the contract in. The method that we use to get there is a universal method. You might ask the question slightly differently and get slightly different answers, but having a way to ask partner this question is something that all bidding systems have. West began the auction by passing. Partner opened one no trump, showing 15 to 17 points and a balanced hand. Partner should be denying a 5-card major, should not have a singleton or void, and should have no more than one doubleton. East passed, and now it is our turn to bid. So the first thing I want to talk about is what level are you thinking about when you look at this hand and this auction? Are we thinking about inviting to game? Are we going to game? Are we inviting to slam? Are we driving to slam? If so, which slam? What are your thoughts? I would definitely be thinking about slam. We need more information to determine which slam. I know that we only have 11 points. The points work really well to help you evaluate balanced hands. When the hand isn't balanced, we need to use other strategies. And the strategy that I like the best is counting winners if I'm thinking about putting it in no trump and losers if I'm thinking about putting it in a suit contract. So we're going to do that. Before we do that, I want to analyze the diamond suit. We have 8 diamonds. How many diamonds does partner have? At a minimum, partner has 2. This means that the partnership has a minimum of 10 diamonds, and we might have more. It is very easy to imagine that we are bringing 8 diamond tricks to the table here. So let's go ahead and look at the hand in terms of losers first and winners second. How many losers would you estimate on this hand? We have 2 spade losers, 2 heart losers, and 2 diamond losers. We have 6 losers. Now, the next step in our process is to think about what partner could have to cover our losers. So let's imagine for a moment that partner has the perfect hand. They have the king and the queen of spades. They have the ace of hearts, and they have the ace and queen of diamonds. If they have those cards, how many losers will we have? None. How many points would that be? How many points would partner have to have the king and the queen of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace and the queen of diamonds? That would be 15. And that is an absolutely perfect hand from partner. Can partner have that? For sure. Absolutely, partner can have that because partner has 15 to 17 points. And we don't need quite that good of a hand. If partner has the ace and 2 little diamonds, we don't have any diamond losers. If we are counting winners, it's basically the same process. If partner's bringing the ace and 2 little diamonds to the table, we have 8 diamond tricks, plus the ace of spades is 9 tricks. We would only need 4 more tricks from partner to come up to 13 tricks, and only 3 tricks to come up to 12. And since partner is open to no trump, it's very easy to imagine that partner has these tricks. So we definitely know that we're thinking about slam. How are we going to investigate? We're going to ask partner how many aces they have. When we ask for aces over no trump, we use Gerber, which is 4 clubs. Now you might be using a slightly different ace asking convention, but you can follow along even so because the point of this video is asking for aces and not exactly how we're going to do that. Partner's answers are step responses. The first step, which is 4 diamonds, is going to show 0 or 4. The next step, 4 hearts, shows 1. The next step after that shows 2. And the next step after that shows 3. On this hand, partner is going to answer by bidding for no trump, showing 3 aces. Now that we know partner has 3 aces, what are we going to bid next? I would ask for kings. We started the question, how many aces do you have with 4 clubs? We're going to continue the question with 5 clubs, which says how many kings do you have? And partner's answers are the exact same, with 5 diamonds being 0 or 4, 5 hearts being 1, 5 spades being 2, and 5 no trump being 3. On this hand, our partner is going to answer by bidding 5 hearts. So the most obvious question that I could ask you now is, what are you going to bid? But I want to separate it into the 2 issues. Are we going to bid 6 or 7? And then are we going to put it in diamonds, or are we going to put it in no trump? Let's start with, are we going to bid 6 or are we going to bid 7? I would bid 7 on this hand. If we think about the number of tricks that we have for a moment, we can do this both by counting losers and by counting winners, and it may be useful for you to do both. So let's start by counting losers. When we look at this hand, we know that partner has the ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs, and they also have a king in either spades or clubs. So when we look at this hand in terms of losers, how many losers are we going to count in the diamond suit? It's probably none. We have 10 diamonds. We have the ace and the king and the jack and the 10. In order for us to lose a diamond trick, the diamonds would have to be 3-0, and we would have to guess wrong on who had the 3. In hearts, we don't have any losers because we have the ace and the king. In spades, we have 2 losers, but we can get rid of them because we can play one of them on the ace of clubs and the other one on whatever black king it is that partner is bringing to the table. So actually, on this hand, we are very likely to not have any losers. The same math applies for winners. When we're counting winners and we look at the diamond suit, it's almost the same as counting losers in that if partner has ace third or ace queen, all of our diamonds are good and it's going to be 8 winners. If partner only has 2, the ace and a little one, and the opponents have 3, then if the split is bad, we still have to guess wrong to not have all 8 tricks. So for the purpose of counting winners, I would go ahead and count 8 diamond winners. So if we add that up, 8 diamond winners plus 2 heart winners is 10, plus the ace of spades is 11, plus the ace of clubs is 12, plus a black king, be it the king of spades or the king of clubs, is irrelevant, brings us to 13 winners. Since we are very likely to be taking 13 tricks, I would put us in 7. The only thing that's going to keep you from making 13 tricks on this hand is if partner only has 2 diamonds, and if the diamonds in the opponent's hands are 3 and 0, and on top of that, you have to guess wrong when you play the ace or the king. Otherwise, it's going to be 8 diamond tricks or no diamond losers. So I would be putting this in 7. Now for the second question, are we going to be putting it in diamonds or are we going to be putting it in no trump? What do you think? Since we can basically count 13 tricks, no trump is the safer place to be. Then we don't have to worry about the opponents leading a spade and getting a spade rough off the top. We don't have to worry about the other suits splitting badly. We just have to solve the diamond problem and we're home free. So for my next bid, I would actually bid 7 no trump. And this comes from just counting the winners and the losers and thinking about the probabilities on the hand. 7 no trump scores better than 7 diamonds. And 7 no trump, if we have 13 tricks, is a safer contract than 7 diamonds because we don't have to worry about the trump or the some side suit splitting badly. All right, let's see how we did. So East is on lead, and they led the 3 of clubs. So let's take a moment and assess the hand. Do you think you're making this hand or not making this hand? We're definitely making this hand. We have 13 tricks. So hopefully the bidding process of thinking about the diamond suit, we did a lot of talking about the diamond suit when we were bidding, will help you play the hand. In fact, I would just claim Because we have 11 diamonds, which means the opponents only have 2. So there is no split that can hurt us here. We're going to play the ace and the king, and all the rest of the diamonds are going to be good. So we're going to take 8 diamond tricks, 2 heart tricks, 1 spade trick, and 2 club tricks as anticipated. And actually, you can see that we pretty much visualized the hand before it ever came down. And on an auction like this, where we're able to get a lot of information, we're actually pretty much able to visualize the entire hand and think about how it will play before we ever finish the auction. When we have a distributional hand like this, where we have an 8-card suit, our traditional point value levels aren't going to help us. Adding up the fact that we have 11 points and partner has 15 to 17 isn't really going to tell us where to go. It is much better for us to think of the hands in terms of winners or losers and make a decision based on this. On a hand like this, where we can figure out that partner has 3 aces and a king, and we know that partner has at least 2 diamonds, we are actually able to count up to 13 tricks and bid 7 no trump with a very high chance of success. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching our videos and for liking and subscribing. We now have over 1,000 followers, and it's all thanks to you.